that is the entrance to my little office area. That is the main television in the house. And that's where my mom sits every day, most of the day. Watching her TV series, making Skype calls, etc., etc. And she has a voice that carries. So it's the best setup where I don't get any sound from her. So we come in here. This is, just old. My dad's, it's not old. It is old, but it's not old. It's a record player / CD player / I think there's an 8-track on the side, a cassette tape as well. It's good. Old records. I have a fan right there because anybody who has a really good, not good, I want to say not high, how to explain it, but a gaming machine that's designed to run better, their rooms get hot. I say, my machine does not get hot, but it blasts all the hot air toward me, so that's there. Okay, so I should say this is my lighting. So I have a controller. There's a little box down there, and it changes the little designs, so I can change the lighting and the little flower patterns. And then I also have LifeX light bulbs around the side, and actually, you can kind of see them running on the monitor. So if I turn my lights off, I've got lots of color everywhere. But I kind of like it to be bright. I have VR stuff, so I set it up so I have them in each corner. I have 3 because I want to make sure that when I do my VR, it tracks right. I don't want to hurt myself. And I have a mat, and the smart thing about the mat is, it's got multi-use. I can exercise on it, but it's good as a guide for VR because it has a bit of a lip, so I can feel when I go off the mat, so I know I'm out of the bounds and I won't get hurt because, bookshelves and chairs and lights on the floor. And so my VR headset is this one. I used to have an HTC Vive. It's actually upstairs. I'm trying to figure out how to connect it to my my laptop. But yeah, so this is the Valve Index. I changed to the Valve Index because their controller, which, oh God, they're all tangled together. But anyways, their controller has a grip on it that allows you to emulate fingers. And I love the concept of emulating fingers. I also have installed in it, there's this little, it's like a infrared kind of camera. So I have an alternate way of trying to do fingers. It doesn't work well. It's really janky. But I thought it was a cool thing to get. So I did it. So, that's me. So the computer setup, which I think everybody is somewhat familiar with, that's my oldest Wacom Cintiq that I own. It's not a touchscreen. I don't like actually having touchscreens except for, say, moving things, and I can use my mouse for that. I find that it gets really janky, and I'm constantly causing little lines to get drawn on stuff. I have that issue with that. I'm trying to figure out a way. I mean, I have a glove. I bought a 5-finger glove and cut off 2 fingers on it, so these wouldn't touch, but I still find that I will touch and it'll drag a line, and it drives me nuts because I don't always notice until I'm past a certain point and I can't backspace to it, and I'm terrible. You're supposed to use layers. I always forget to use my layers. I'm constantly just painting over everything. Whatever. This is the actual, I have Velcro, and it's on an arm, if you can see. I had to be careful. I actually hit myself in the face once with it, but it's on an arm. Amazon Basics are it doesn't have any weight on it right now, so it's more likely to pop up. But this is the did it again. That's what the tablet was on before, because it's a computer. That's a Mobile Studio Pro 16, one of the older versions. Come on, you stay down before you can stay. No, I'll just leave it. I had it where it wasn't coming up and down, but now it just wants to pop up. Oh, stay. Nope, it's gonna hit someone in the face. Okay, well, whatever. We'll leave that there. But I had it on here, because I was using it in computer mode because it has Windows on it. I actually just updated to Windows 11, but yeah, I prefer to use it with my main PC because I have everything set the way I want, the keyboard's the way I want. I have my little Stream Deck over here, and I use that for streaming. You can see it's got start and intro, all different things. I have friends all over the world, so I put these here so I know the general times where people are on, PC, Elgato, VR, whatnot. But that also, the great thing about the Stream Deck, so even if you're not planning to stream all the time, I have two, you only need one. Getting one, and you can hook it up to say like Photoshop and other programs and put your shortcuts on there. So, and you can have it like with your own custom images and whatnot. Say like I have a folder with my game scenes in my OBS, and I can actually select each game based on the images that I put in there. And that's something you could do, which is I think is kind of cool. But yeah, so I have that, and I hope it makes sense then to have my thing running as a Cintiq and being able to draw on it, because all my shortcuts are on my Stream Deck for my Photoshop, and I use Krita, and I also have Clip Studio. I've tried a lot of programs, and I have my iPad program. I think Lynn was talking about Procreate. Yeah, I have Procreate on my iPad. I have a bunch of different programs, but I don't know. I have a thing where I like the feel of certain things, and right now for me, my favorite art program is Krita. And I tell you, I love the painting, the way it feels like how I paint when I paint or when I draw. I'm not a good watercolor by any means, and it emulates exactly what happens when I actually watercolor. So I like that, even if it emphasizes how bad I am at watercoloring. It's just a thing of mine. Let me see, and I have my Rodecaster mixer right there. I need that because there are certain things I can't separate. So right now I have a switcher right there, okay? That switcher, and I have a sound switcher. The sound switcher runs into the video switcher. The video switcher runs into my PC and into my Xbox, PS4, Switch, and where's the Roku? And the Roku right there. Okay, so I have connection to all of that. Now those run in my PC into an Elgato 4K Pro, which runs to this television. This is not actually connected to my main part of the PC. It's only run through the Elgato. So that way I can keep it separated from my main system, because things would go crazy if it wasn't. And then that allows me, because of the Elgato, I run it into here. So the thing is, sometimes if you go through the Elgato, your sound gets delayed. So that's the reason why the Rodecaster is the one that I get all the sound from, because that will actually run the sound at the proper time. The video runs at the proper time, but the sound when it comes to OBS from the Elgato is delayed. So I avoid any issues of sound delay by having this do all my sound mixing, and this only doing the Elgato only doing the video portion. So it's complicated, but it works. Also, this is my mic. It's a Rodecaster mic. It's what do they call it? It's directional this way, not around the whole outside. So when I talk this way, it's more direct. When I kind of talk this out, you get a little more echoey when I turn away. But this has helped me. Between this, and then there is a program. If you are streaming, you are talking to people on Discord, any of this stuff, I 100%, if you have an Nvidia card, I think it works with other stuff too. This is great. This program is called Nvidia Broadcast, okay? And you can see right now I have it set to default device. My default device is this microphone, and I have it set for noise removal, and it is incredible. It knocks out I have fans in here. It knocks out you might even hear it through the phone, but when I stream, you cannot hear it. This knocks all that out. It has some other effects too, which I don't, room echo, beta, and yeah, so I'm not using that, but the noise removal is great for me. And then I also have it on the speakers because sometimes other people have crazy noise in their background, like someone has an AC, you can hear it through I do this, and when they come through, I only hear their voice. It is incredible. I love it. There's also a camera feature in here. If you can tell, I have another camera. I have three cameras. This one right there, I don't really have on right now. I'm not using it as much. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so this is let's see, go down here. Okay. So yeah, so this is my gaming. This is my game capture. I've got a little image. This is what people see. It's a tiny version of it. I think you can do in OBS. I can do projector, and I can do create an output projector, and I can pick a monitor. So we'll pick one, and then you can kind of see a better idea how big it is, and the kind of settings up. So this is my little camera thing. I have to zoom in on my camera. It's not set up properly right now, but I also have so if I feel like it, there is a switch. I don't know if it's set up right now because I haven't been exactly using it as much, but I have like I said, I have the secondary camera, which is this one here. So I have a secondary camera, which is the back cam. Is there something in front of that, or is that just me? What? Oh, it's the white thing. It's reflecting. As I said, it's normally down, so that's not an issue, but I'll have to fix that later. Let me get out of this. So I'm rambling. I am sorry. I'm such a rambler. So the other thing is, so my sound is really complicated. Because like I said, trying to break things out it can be problematic when you're trying to separate out your sounds. And I find with certain programs they'll do it, and certain programs they won't. So I need to avoid things being a major issue. So I've installed this crazy it's not crazy, but it's like not a plugin, it's like a digital audio cable. So if you look, there's a thing called VB audio cable, right? So I have A, B, C, D, and the general one I don't use. So the microphone is still this, right? But if you go up to my speakers, even though the main speakers I always use are these Sound Blaster Sci-Fi X-Fi surround. Those are my main speakers. You can see speaker. I don't use that. I have the sound splitting from that into my desktop cable. I call it desktop cable A, right? And then what I did is I have my my Discord and TeamSpeak, because I use both of those. Discord and TeamSpeak goes to a whole nother cable right here. This is VB audio cable B. I actually designated, I believe, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is also its own cable. Let me see if it will say right here. Yeah, see, look, so here's YouTube. YouTube and Chrome are on VB audio cable D, right? And you can see I have them all on separate channels. That way, if you can see right in here, I can manually control those, because I can't control those through the Rodecaster. I mean, if I'm playing a console game, console game up there, or playing a video and I'm talking, I can control that on my little slider, because it's right here. See, console, mic. This is if I re-put the PC through, I can control anything that runs through this. But if it's directly in the computer, if it's going to my speaker, if I use Chrome, you'll hear it. And I don't want you guys to, I'm guilty. Sometimes I'm talking to friends on Discord, or I'm recording and they're watching the video and I'm watching something else on YouTube, but they can't hear it because only I hear the sound coming through it. So it's a way to cheese it. But like I said, my setup is really complicated. I think that's it. I mean, I've got